What's going on, my truckers? Welcome to Muthatruckernews. I've been in California. I'm flying back to Texas so I could go to the Texas Trucking Show, so I can meet all the truck drivers out there, get some great interviews as well, and I'll see you soon with that. But, I want to ask a question of the day first is, this driver states to a DOT officer that it's impossible to drive 14 hours. I'm going to be first to tell you this, and my uncle's retired now, so I can say this, is you can drive 14 hours. It's just that is not recommended, and you shouldn't do it, and it is against the law. All right. In this situation right here, what are your thoughts? Who was in the wrong? The truck driver or the DOT officer? My truckers, comment down below.
You're on service in service. Right here alone, you drove for 14 and a half hours.
Dude, do you believe I drove for 14 straight hours? Come on, I'm not being disrespectful.
I get guys that drive for 25, 36.
So I drove for 14 straight hours straight.
That's what that says.
It's not accurate. The EOD does mess up from time to time.
Yeah, but then you're required to justify that by notating that either the ELD is malfunctioning and then revert back to paper logs, because this is all I had to go by roadside.
I hear you.
You're required to make sure it's functioning properly. That's part of your job as a driver. You got driving from 2400 through 1730.
So my thing is to you, though, right? Even though you know that humanly, that's an error.
No, it's not. I get guys all the time to do that. They'll drive from California to here, 28 hours straight. That's why the logbooks are required.
Now, my personal public announcement to all the truck drivers out there, all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. The sacrifice that you make to be away from your family, to move America, and just not be home. And it's just so hard. And you guys get out there every day, and I know you do it for your family. So for today, to all the truck drivers out there, happy Father's Day. I love you guys so much. I thank you guys so much. And, this doesn't get celebrated enough. And if nobody's told you today that you are an amazing father, I'm here to tell you, when I was on the road, it was tough. I couldn't imagine doing it, having little ones and family and, wife and kids waiting for you to come home, that extra pressure. So because of that, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers / truck drivers out there in the world moving some freight and keeping America going. So it's so great, it's so lovely, and I appreciate you guys. Awesome. What's going on, mother truckers? Right behind me is the NRG Center. I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be semi-casual, big rig tees, and the mother trucker in the house. I appreciate Texas Trucking Show for always showing us love. We want to just come out and now show you love. So I have a link for a free ticket from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. June 21st and June 22nd. See y'all soon, mother truckers. What's going on, mother truckers? I'm just hanging out here at the Truckstop, man. Next thing you know, I actually was giving a compliment to some of these Swift drivers because, you go in the morning, you look around, even when I drove the truck, no one does their pre-trips. Right. And then I saw like 3 Swift drivers doing their pre-trips, and I said, look, sometimes people are hating on the people or the business or the company, but you can't hate a man for doing his pre-trips and post-trips. So that's awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I love your show.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
And I depend on that a lot.
I appreciate that. No, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll see you, brother. Yeah.
My name's Joshua Thomason.
And how long have you been driving a truck?
16 years.
16 years?
Yeah.
So why the hell did you choose Chima, man?
Honestly, I just left Heartland.
Yeah. And
I didn't get along with Heartland or their policies, and Chima had, amazing policies. They don't micromanage. They always support the drivers, and I was looking for a company and just reached out to them, and the recruiters were actually honest with me, which is rare to find with bigger companies.
That's awesome.
My best advice is don't eat out all the time. If you got access to a fridge or your company provides a fridge, go shopping beforehand.
That's good advice.
You know, go to Costco, go to Walmart where food's cheap.
I ain't gonna lie. I remember my first years of trucking, man. You're spending money like you have it, right? And
Yeah.
You're going out, you're going to Denny's, you're going to here, you're going there, and you're spending 30, 40 bucks for breakfast.
And it doesn't really seem like all that much at that point in time. But when you're doing it every day, you know, you're now looking at $200, $300 just for eating out.
Yeah, that's great advice, man. You know, and any mistakes in your life in trucking that you wish you would have known and you would have told yourself back then when you were a greenhorn?
When I was a rookie, I would have told myself to stop and smell the roses more, in all honesty.
Really? I love that.
Because, you know, I've been all over this country, and when I was my first 3-4 years, I didn't stop. I just go, and I wore myself thin.
Yeah.
So if you're at a place, you know, grab yourself an Uber or a taxi, go see a movie, go do something. Get the hell out of the truck for just a little bit, just to calm your nerves. My advice to people getting into trucking, besides, you know, stopping and smelling the roses, pre-trip your trucks always, because you never know what you're going to find from the day before.
Oh, what's the craziest thing you found?
Craziest thing that I've found, I've never really had any bad mechanical issues.
Yeah.
You know, I've had trucks break down, tires break down, but I had a bird ride on my grill from Oregon all the way down to Utah.
Oh, really?
It smacked into my grill, and he rode from Oregon all the way down to Utah.
Oh my gosh.
And then one time when I had my wife on the truck with me, I ran over a fox, actually there in Utah, and it had wrapped itself around my axle. So.
Oh, it's a good thing that you checked it, right?
Oh yeah.
You know, let's talk about the current state right now, right? There's a couple things going on. You know, tell me if you feel uncomfortable talking about it, but like June 25th, I know English proficiency. I know that right now they're trying to do what they can to just kick out the bad actors.
I fully support the English proficiency thing. It's like you said, the signs, you know, they're all in English. The shippers and receivers, they speak all in English.
Yeah.
So all you're doing when you don't speak the language and you're using the apps is you're costing time. You're, you know, creating havoc out on the roads.
Yeah.
And costing time. You know, and I don't want to single anybody out, but because there's really no such thing as a truly bad driver.
Right.
There's such thing as drivers that just quit caring. What I would say is keep your head up, because there's going to be down times in trucking. I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen dips way down low where you're not getting shit for miles, and then I've seen it where you can't even keep up. Just keep your head down and, you know, buckle up. Everything, it will change. It's gonna take time, but it's gonna change.
Thinking about getting into trucking, is there like a characteristic that you would say just wouldn't be good for someone that, you know what I mean? Like
somebody that is too close to their family. I mean, that has to be home every night.
I like that.
Like, if you have no trust with your wife, then this job definitely ain't for you, because you're gone for anywhere from a week to 6 months at a time.
Yeah, I heard that. You know,
to keep your wife, you have to have the trust. You have to have the communication.
Right.
We've got access to video calls 24 hours a day. Video call your wife. You know, let her know that you love her, you're thinking about her, and never end the day without saying I love you.
I love that. And I guess at the end, who's your shout out to?
Well, my shout out is obviously to my wife, Samara Thomason.
Yeah, I love it.
And then I'm going to shout out to my company, Harmon and Harry Chima both. They're amazing people. They really are.
I love it when people love where they work, because I personally myself am not a recruiter.
Right.
So like people always ask me like, Alex, why do you never really tell people go here, go there? Because you find your home, and sometimes it fits for you, and others it doesn't fit for them.
Right.
So, you know, I just tell people do some research and looking. So I'm so happy for you, man. After 16 years, that you found somewhere where you're just like, man, this is somewhere I want to drive, right?
Well, it all actually started my first couple weeks of being in this company. I met Harmon face to face my first week or two of being in this company, and just, you know, shot the shit with him, pardon the language, and he shook my hand, and he always goes all out for the driver appreciation. You know, he has food trucks up at all the yards, and he's actually the first owner I have actually had conversations with, and I've got friends on Facebook, you know, with him.
Right.
The other owners for the companies I've worked for, you don't know them. They're just a corporation. Harmon actually cares about his company.
That's cool, man. Well, no, thank you, man. This is awesome.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your time.